First up is Hawkeye.
Yeah,
I thought Hawkeye was pretty good.
And then go down.
I think it's good, but it needed more episodes. That's
I
the
would
issue with these
I would
Marvel
put
shows.
Hawkeye at a solid B.
I'm gonna say B.
I would too. Yeah,
I would
B.
too. I'd say B.
Yeah, it was B. It was fine.
B.
Either B or C for me. Yeah.
Too short.
I'll
It's a little
say
too short.
I'll
Too
say
short.
I'll say B. I'll say B.
That's a trend for a lot of the Disney Plus series, though. Too short.
You know, it gotta be in B because it gets extra bonus points because Haley Steinfeld in it. You feel me?
And Florence Pugh.
Absolutely.
So there's
And
that.
Florence
Oh,
Pugh,
okay.
Yeah.
That might have just changed the game a little bit. that might have just pushed it over to an A.
Hey, yeah,
That very well might have just pushed it over to an A.
Dude, you know
Oh,
you're not
man.
gonna put Black. You know you're not gonna put
So-
Black Widow in an A. Don't play that game.
So
I
are we
might.
doing A?
I might.
I think I just changed his mind.
Yeah, maybe, just maybe.
I'm having
So-
second thoughts myself.
So
Damn it.
let's just do A just to be just A is let's just do A.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We'll do
It was
A.
one of the better Disney Plus shows.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it was.
Yes.
I
It-
thoroughly
it-
I
it-
really enjoyed it, and I'm glad we got to see the swordsman again in Daredevil because that was
Absolutely,
like
yeah.
one of
Oh,
the
yeah.
better characters.
Absolutely.
So, Captain America: Brave New World.
ooh,
Okay,
The
I
most-
actually just recently saw this one, so
what do you think, Taj? Where would you put it?
Shit, I put it in C. It was fine,
I think I do see too, and that's fair.
but
It's
I only watched it once, so I need to watch it like again to.
I gotta watch it again.
I've only
too.
I've only watched it
Same.
once as well, and my ranking stays the same. It's a standard Captain America entry. It's like First Avenger for me, and I would put First Avenger in like
I would
I
put
would-
First Avenger above this one. Honestly, this is.
I would
I would
say
too. I would
Same.
too.
Like I liked a lot about this movie, but man, the leader made it really difficult for me to like it at points.
I mean,
I'd
the
say-
leader, the almost taped together feel of how everything just felt taped together editing wise. You know, you could.
Yeah.
I mean, everything with Giancarlo Esposito, that's fresh new footage, and it's
Yeah.
abundantly fucking clear, right?
Yeah.
But I will say we don't. It's a better edit than other films where they went back and did reshoots where you can tell it was a reshoot, i.e., something like Fantastic Four 2015, where you could tell that the fucking god awful wig was a thing. Like they got everything pretty fucking close, but on the whole, I think for me, I'm probably with Lance and Taj. I think it's like a C. It's fine. It's not the best, not the
Yeah.
worst, but the plot was cool. Like it you had all these really cool characters, but we didn't really get anything cool with them. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I would say C as well. To
C.
be honest,
I
with
feel
you.
so bad for Anthony Mackie, man.
But the thing is,
didn't see
Anthony
it yet.
Mackie,
He was great in it.
Anthony
Yeah,
Mackie
he
did
was
his
good, yeah.
thing. It's just what he had to work with.
I think
which
the
is-
cast was good, like the main pieces. I think Harrison Ford was really good.
Yeah.
What's the Falcon name? What's the new one?
Oh,
What,
that's
Danny
Ramirez.
Danny Ramirez.
yeah. I thought
He was
good.
really
well,
good.
the,
in the movie.
the character's
I
name
thought
is
he was
Joaquin
good.
Torres. The character's
Yeah,
name is Joaquin Torres,
yeah.
not
Yeah,
Mexican
not
Falcon.
Joaquin
Mike.
Phoenix. Not
Yeah,
Joaquin
that
Phoenix.
too. Yeah, that too. Not Joaquin
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Like
fucked
they
that
were.
up.
They were
Oh
good.
boy.
I
Oh,
fucked that up.
this next movie though.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
oh
Hey,
man.
no, like
Oh.
seriously, is there an F? Darren didn't put an F on here.
You can make it. You can make it. Just hit
So
the little-
what is it about Ant-Man Quantumania that everything about it is pretty much bad except the villain who slaps hard? Oh fuck me! All right, I'll see myself out now.
No, I
also
kind of agree
pretty
with you.
sad. It's also pretty
was
sad.
actually
Damn.
good in it. Kang was
It's
actually
pretty
good in it, but
It's pretty sad the fact
Yeah.
that the Wasp is a title character in this movie and does next to nothing.
she had nothing to do in this movie.
Oh, what about
OG
Cassandra?
Wasp Buzz.
Okay,
Cassidy.
you know what? Jake brings up a great point because Evangeline Lilly's Wasp does absolutely fuck all, but Michelle Pfeiffer's Wasp, on the other hand, is
Yes.
the one that they focus on, which is
Right.
Yeah.
hilarious to me. Oh man,
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
this movie
Wasn't it like assumed that she was sleeping with Kang?
not
No,
Kang,
Yeah.
not sleeping with
Not-
Kang.
fucking Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah, his character.
Oh, okay.
And then Hank was like, "What you doing?" And she was like, "I was lonely down here." Like,
He's like, I had needs, damn it.
How do I?
F hard.
Hard F.
That movie was bad.
That was
Okay, so
bad movie.
Wakanda forever.
Ooh.
That's it for me.
I'll go
So
last
enough.
on this one. I'll go
It's
last
like
on
it's like top 2 of phase 4 and 5. Like I don't, or top 3 if you.
I have
put
this
Spider-Man
one
in there.
ranked right next to Black Panther. I think honestly, I think this is a much better, tighter movie that Ryan Coogler made. The only
Tighter.
caveat is, unfortunately, there's no Chadwick Boseman, right? But the thing is
Yeah,
like the movie is a fucking big tribute to him. I think I'd probably put it with S. It is easily one of the better movies of
That's
of
what
Phase
I'm
4 and
saying.
5.
You feel me?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm
See,
putting.
me and
I
Phil
say
been
S.
on the same wavelength today. I don't know what's going on.
Uh-oh.
No,
Hold on.
We know I feel. I mean,
Rest-
we know why Jake thinks that way.
You about to
Rest
start
of the
the
panel
racism?
gotta speak their minds.
Yeah, where would the rest of y'all put it? Yeah, because I'm putting
I would put Black Panther Wakanda Forever S tier anyway, because obviously, like Phil said, it was like tribute to Chadwick Boseman, but Namor was also really, really good in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the
he
highlight
was
for me in that movie.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
But I would put it in C or D. Like I liked it, but like it didn't, and I get it, circumstances, but still.
Ronan, I just.
But why
wrote
is
your
C or
black
D though?
card.
I don't understand the logic behind that.
Why
Just-
C? That's
I
super
have
low.
preference over more other movies, more just for me.
Okay.
But this is
Like,
in
and
terms
again,
of, like,
this is
overall
coming from-
quality too. Like, I don't understand why it would go in C or D.
But again,
Like,
just like
objectively, I cannot put it lower because it's better than the majority of the stuff on here. Like,
100%.
I'll give you that.
It is
Yeah.
a better made
I'm
movie
looking and I'm just like, I
easily.
I'll give you that.
Can't. Like when you think of Phase 4 and 5, this is one of the standouts. Like, it's
100%.
Here's the thing: I don't think about it that much. That's sadly.
well, Ronan, I don't know what to say, man.
My name's Ronan. I love Tenoch Huerta as Namor. Also Ronan. I don't really like Wakanda Forever that much. Get the fuck out of here! Who
Hey,
the
listen,
fuck
this
are
is-
you, eh?
This is coming from the guy who loves Eternals. Like, come on now. Like,
Okay, that's fair.
I actually like that
Exactly.
movie, but
yeah, I know. Like, I'm a strange stallion. What can I say?
Yeah, you are.
You
all
are
right,
a stallion.
go ahead, Jake. Because now.
What about
Get it
Omega?
out.
What Omega gotta say?
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I thought we was going like, in a row. Oh, no, I feel you did go kind of out of order. I guess what do y'all can do?
Yeah. So
We're
Jake
still
said he wants to
talking
go
about Wakanda
last.
Forever, right?
Oh, Jake
Yeah.
going last. Oh,
Yeah, no, I said I'll go last on this one.
Okay. Yeah, we're still talking about Wakanda Forever, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna put it at A, honestly. I like the first one better than I like this. And this is still a great movie, but I like there's a lot of other movies I still like better than this one.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I put it.
But I
put it
mean, we're just
solid A.
mainly talking about Phase 4 and 5 though, so I get it. Like the first one, I do like the first one better. I watched that one more.
Racist rant incoming.
I never gave Jake a black card, so I don't got nothing to take away from him. So
I have nothing to lose anyway. Anyway. So,
I would. You know what? Never mind.
yeah, fuck you. We already know what you're gonna say. So going into this movie, I really wanted to like it. I think standouts.
That's a lie.
Fuck you. I think Shuri and M'Baku and just the whole world building of the world extensions they did of Wakanda and even all the telecom stuff. I really liked that. What killed it for me in this movie is what was the highlight for Ronan is I could not stand Namor in this movie.
It's Namor, you racist fuck.
Shut your fucking mouth and wait your turn. He brought it down to me to such a low degree, and it just annoyed me so much. Nothing against the actor, but just the way he was written. And I
Isn't
think
that what a good villain does? Like, you're not supposed to like them.
it wasn't even that, but I think it was because I had Comic Namor stuck in my head, and Comic Namor is somebody who he'll defend like his territory, which in of course comics is Atlantis, but he's not somebody who goes and actively seeks out war with surface dwellers unless he's attacked first. So not only did that just go completely against that character, and then you get to somebody like Atuma in that movie, who is his main rival.
He was
that tries-
attacked first, though.
My point is, Atuma in that movie tries to constantly combat him for the throne, or in the comics he does, whereas in the movie, Atuma is his right hand. So that just didn't really make.
Well, maybe they
But it's
will
an
do that later on,
adaptation.
though. Like
Yeah,
maybe
it's
they'll
an
do that later.
adaptation,
It's
bro.
their first
Like,
appearance. Like you can't do
Fair.
too
Like,
much.
I don't know.
Right?
Granted, I only saw the movie one time, and I didn't have a desire to see it
Too-
again.
because
Like,
too many black people for you. I
hey,
know it was.
jokes on you. I love the first movie, but I like I said, I might have to see it again. You know, did they make a good tribute to Chadwick Boseman? Yes. Was it as good of a movie? I don't think so. So I mean, there are much worse ones, but there are also better ones in my mind. I would probably put it at a C.
Fuck you, you're wrong.
So what's the consensus?
Me, you, and Phil said S tier, and Palladio.
I said S for
Kevin Feige.
Who the
Well,
hell?
Who the fuck?
Hey, it's actually Kevin Feige. Hey, sweet.
What the fuck is going on?
Probably,
Oh, this might be
it's probably
Darren.
Darren.
Darren, I think.
Probably
That's
Darren.
Darren,
That's
Darren?
Kevin Feige.
Kevin, I want to go to the premiere of FF. Lock it.
Fuck you. Me first.
Page doesn't have a link. I made sure of that. But seriously,
Yeah,
so
you
where are
don't-
we?
you don't even-
So what's the make? So are we saying that we're gonna put this middle of the road? Like,
Well,
that's insane.
okay, so it's 4 for S. Jake, I didn't hear what where you put it. Did you put it C or D?
I said C.
Okay. Ronan said C. Omega said A. I feel like at that point, the
kinda
happy
average it.
medium. The average would probably be closer to A.
So A.
Yeah, probably.
Unless Darren,
unless
yeah.
Darren
What,
gives his
Darren? Where do you think it falls?
Wakanda Forever. 4 of us said S tier.
You're
by
muted,
the way.
Darren.
No, I'm muted.
S
Oh, well, it's definitely
Oh,
S tier.
okay.
Well, then that's an outvote.
You're not Kevin
Oh.
Feige.
All right.
All right.
We win. Okay.
Yeah.
So next up, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Oh Lord.
I put this in. No, because I
Let's-
think Captain America. I think Brave New World is better than Multiverse of Madness.
Ooh, hard disagree.
Let's go like just
Yeah,
down the
you-
line to like Lance, then Taj, then Ronan. Let's just go
Yeah.
down the line.
Yeah. So Lance, what you say?
I think Brave New World is better than Multiverse of Madness, but only because Multiverse of Madness got kind of convoluted for me. Like I love the character work that they did with introducing America and like all the stuff with the different strange variants and all of that stuff, like the fights that happened in the film. The first suit up scene was Strange. Oh, that was hard. Like that was sexy. Like when he jumped off the balcony and just like had the cloak on, I said, "Ooh wee!" Like I
So where are you ranking it?
I would say C.
So behind Cap. Yeah, I disagree. I'm going B. I think it's a better movie. It's more entertaining. It's a little messy, but I'd rather have a messy movie that's still entertaining and some good character work than a movie that was chopped up and messed up. And yeah,
I guess that's fair.
I'm going B. Yeah, it's B for me.
I echo Taj's sentiments. Same. Yeah, I'm like, I think it's better than Cap, but I still think there's some funkiness to in the Multiverse of Madness.
Jake.
All right, this is where I get a little bit of redemption.
Oh my
Um,
God! Oh, you get a redemption. I thought you was gonna say, I didn't like this because of America. And I was gonna say, like,
Oh,
dang,
no.
Jake, anybody that's
Oh.
not white, you don't
Oh.
like. Jesus.
On the contrary, Lance, I happen to love this movie. Not only does it come from my favorite filmmaker of all time, so yeah, that probably plays a little bit of a factor in it. I really love what this. Bless you.
Sorry.
Love what this movie does to Strange's arc. I hate people saying that he doesn't have one in this movie. I wholeheartedly disagree. Because this movie takes, like the Infinity War Endgame decision that he made unilaterally and kind of puts it into perspective of the audience. Hey, we trusted him on that. We went with his word. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. What if he was wrong? So that creates a whole interesting dynamic there. This movie also did Wanda the best she had ever been done, in my opinion. And you got Raimi's weird, goofy, campy horror nature combined with MCU, wizardry stuff. And I think one of the main complaints that I see for this movie too is people are saying, "Oh, where there weren't, like cameos from X, Y, Z." It's like, first of all, the movie never promised to be a cameo fest. Just because you heard Patrick Stewart's voice in a trailer doesn't mean that the movie promised cameo fest. They teased there was going to be a little bit, and you got a little bit. Could there have been more, explorations of different worlds within the multiverse if they added, say, an extra 5-10 minutes to the movie? Sure. But because of all those reasons, this is definitely in my top 10 of MCU movies.
Oh,
I don't know if I would put it at an S, but I'm
Wow.
verging back and forth between S and A. For the moment, I'm going to go high A, but I could change my mind. And no,
That's fair.
the budget was not a mess on it.
Okay, who's next?
Oh, fail.
So I'm with Jake in this one because this is also in one of my top 10. Matter of fact, it's even in
Wow.
my top 5 as far as the movies go. It's in the top 10 of my overall MCU rankings. I'm a huge fan of the Doctor Strange franchise. The first film is phenomenal, and for the longest time, it was my number one until Spider-Man: No Way Home, even beating out Winter Soldier. The second film elevates everything Doctor Strange went through from his movie to Infinity War. Endgame less so because he's in it for all of 10-15 minutes, but even still, the decisions and consequences of what he did in those movies carries over into this one very nicely. His whole humbling arc of having to reconcile this notion of yeah, I love Christine Palmer, but it's never gonna be a reality for me. But the thing is he gets to tell another version of her I love you in every universe, and that couldn't be more true. I do also really despite how fan servicey it was, that the Illuminati comprised of fucking Black Bolt, Professor X, Captain Mariah Rambeau, and John Krasinski as Reed Richards. I was like, that's really fucking cool. And then, of course, I think I said Professor X, but they also almost got fucking Daniel Craig to play Balder the Brave. That would have been really cool too. I think this is one of Elizabeth Olsen's best fucking performances in the MCU, and she goes out like a total boss. I think this movie is also highly enhanced by the additional extra credit that is WandaVision, because let's face it, people who go see the Marvel Cinematic Universe films may not watch the Disney Plus stuff. So the Disney Plus stuff at this point, at least in my humble opinion, is supplemental to the films, more or less. For example, in the case of Captain America: Brave New World, you can watch that movie and be like, how the fuck did Sam get the shield in that suit? Then they go back and watch Falcon Winter Soldier and go, oh, cool. It's symbiotic in a certain respect. I hate the criticism of, oh, it's a homework problem. It's no, you're a fan and you're just thinking it's a fucking homework problem because you want this thing to succeed. And I get it. But just on the merits of the movie, it is... When I heard Scott Derrickson was stepping away from the second film, I was disappointed. When I found out Sam Raimi was being the one to take it over, I was ecstatic. Because then, not only did he have the claim to say, I've made 3 Spider-Man movies, he'd said it for a long time he wanted to do a Doctor Strange movie. Now he gets that claim too. So overall, I think this is one of the most unique, and you can see a director's vision through this movie, and you can see Sam Raimi's fingerprints fucking all over it, and it's amazing. I love this movie, and I even love that Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, he's playing variants of Doctor Strange, but homeboy has to showcase a fucking plethora of range.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in this movie that I think is so much more deeper than what people like to say. Oh, this is a missed opportunity. They fucking killed the Illuminati. Is the movie called The Illuminati, or is the movie called Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness?
Right.
I rest my case. Overall, again, like Wakanda Forever, this is a standout MCU movie for me. I fucking love this movie, and I would put it in S tier.
You know what? I'm going to bump up my rating on that too. I'm going to bump it up from A to S.
Wow.
So, who else has to go?
Omega, then me, then Darren.
Okay. Go ahead, Omega Balls. Tall.
Omegle. Just kidding.
I think you're muted, buddy.
Yeah, you're muted.
Anyway, I'll go. Yeah, I was freaking muted.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Go give your rating. My kid is apparently in my living room.
Lance is good. I was gonna put it in A rank. Everything Phil said above me was spot on. My only gripe about it was this is kind of just a nitpick. I kind of wish it tied into some. I just can't get my thoughts together straight on this, but it was like I kind of wish it just had a bit more tie-ins to other things, and it just maybe it showed a bit more of the alternate dimensions a bit more, but that'd have made a movie like 1 billion hours long. So
Are you
it
saying
was
you
fine
wanted
the way it
more
was.
ramifications for the MCU? Is that what you're saying?
No, I
Yes.
think he wanted more time in the multiverse itself. Which
Both.
is
Yes to both,
understandable.
honestly.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's understandable.
That's why I put it in. I guess maybe I may have put a bit too much hype onto it myself. But
Yeah.
it's still a great movie. Solid A. Again, I'm just kind of nitpicking here, but yeah, for me, solid A.
For me personally, like this film is brilliant. Like from Sam Raimi, like Doctor Benedict Cumberbatch doing the different Doctor Strange's performance-wise was really cool visually. But when it was going through the multiverse thing, this is kind of a nitpick I have. Is one of the parts made me trippy when like his face is like exploding, like
Oh, yeah.
like into, yeah, it that kind of made me a bit trippy. But other than that, like Elizabeth Olsen was really good, really brilliant, I should say, in terms of her performance as Wanda Maximoff. And I also got to say, I forgot her name, America
Chavez.
Yeah, America Chavez, right?
Xochitl Gomez was the actress.
She was actually really, really cool
Mm-hmm.
to be introduced into the MCU. I've never heard of her character before, but it was really cool to see that. And if I had to give this, in between an A and S, but if I have to give, because it's Sam Raimi, I have to give her an S.
So are we in the majority S?
Well, Darren didn't go yet.
Oh, I thought
Darren
Darren
hasn't
won.
gone.
I'm sorry, King. I'm sorry, King. I'm sorry, Glorious King Darren. I'm sorry.
I'll be quick. B for me. Like, I think it has some of the coolest stuff in the MCU, but also doesn't, for me personally, have like huge impact. Like, for me, when a film that like when an MCU movie comes out that I love, I go see it again, and I didn't have the motivation to see it a second time. Like, I came out of it, and I'm like, yeah, that was pretty good. That was really fun. So B for me. It's kind of like right in the middle of my like MCU ranking.
Yeah, same reason. Same reason why I didn't put it in S rank, because it's kind of like it was good. Don't really care about seeing it again. If I do, sure. Yeah, if I have nothing else to do, I'll watch it on streaming or whatever. But other than that, man.
I think we're all in S, A's, and B's. Like
That made me happy to see that there was more like on the positive side of reactions to this one.
So would we just do A? Just kind of like meet in the middle.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or A plus.
Yeah, you can put it
A
in
plus.
there.
Yeah.
Is that
Above
fair,
Hawkeye,
Phil?
though.
A?
Yeah, I don't.
I'd
I'm
put it
not
above
Above
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye or
I'd put it above Hawkeye.
Yeah,
I don't think it really matters. They all end up in the same fucking
yeah, they
category
are
anyway.
saying, yeah.
Oh.
yeah. How was my connection unstable? Okay, next up is Eternals.
Oh God.
D.
Whew.
I put it in D. I put it in D.
Whoa.
The king is not pleased.
All right.
I did not. I Eternals didn't hold my attention. Not to say that it wasn't entertaining scenes, because some stuff, kept me entertained. I don't know how you say his name. Camille Nanjiani. Yes, I loved his character. His character was very interesting. I loved it when he got to reprise that character in What If this past season. But for me, that was about it. And Makari, and that was great too. Like the speed, I love me a good speedster, especially one with some yams. But
Probably the best speedster
Especially
effects.
some one with some yams.
That's probably the best speedster effects we've seen in like movies.
yeah. So like but that wasn't enough to save my ranking. I'd put it in D.
Wow.
Okay. Taj.
I disappointed Darren. I'm sorry.
I'm leaving.
I actually enjoyed it. I don't think it's like upper echelon or nothing like that, but I'd put it like C, B. Yeah. You know what? If you ask me what would I watch more between Captain America and Eternals, I put on Eternals before I watch Captain America. So I'd probably say like B. Yeah.
It's funny. I actually rewatched Eternals not too long ago.
It's not a bad movie.
No.
When I went into it, when I finally saw it, I was like, the way people were talking about this, I was like, y'all tripping.
All right. Ronan?
Yeah, for me, Eternals is the second best film after Endgame. Like it's Guardians 3 and then it's Eternals. To me, what they did was like open up a new road of like stuff you can go. It's like instead of just one big bad, it's just like, all right, you know what? Let's deal with space gods now with Celestials. And I mean, I've heard the argument that maybe this should have been better as a Disney Plus series, which I guess in some regards I kind of see that just because it would give the characters more time, but within the span of 2 hours and change, the actors, the actresses did enough job to get me have more interest to spend more time with these characters. This and it was full on Jack Kirby. Like this is another trippy side of Jack Kirby's creations, and yeah, it was it's shot beautifully. Like my gosh, there's just gorgeous shots. I was, I've never been so like, holy shit, we're in space now with Marvel than the big Celestial dude picking up either Salma Hayek or Gemma Chan. Be like, oh shit. So yeah, I would go for me S tier. I like to me. I would have wished for Eternals 2, but I hope at the very least we see like remnants of them because I think that's still an untapped potential for the MCU.
Agreed. Jake?
So, I have warmed up on this movie more since it came out. I initially wasn't too hot on it.
Because all the people of color.
What is wrong with you?
Every damn time you get the chance to, you will. And I'm going to make you eat your words on one of these future projects. So I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, character dynamics I thought were really good.
I love Jake.
Yeah, you do. You really do. Character dynamics I thought were good. And I felt that, one weird complaint that I saw for this film is that people say, oh, it's connected. It's like, believe it or not, the first Guardians was the same way, and it was done that way in the event that it didn't work, so it could have just been its own thing, and then they didn't have to reference it, but that ended up leading into a successful franchise. If they wanted to bring more of these characters back, I wouldn't be disappointed. I mean, can you shut the fuck up?
No, I'm sorry. I'm doing double time right now. My bad. Keep going, man.
No, I like that we actually finally got mentioned for the Eternal stuff, like the whole Celestial Island in Captain America. So they're actually showing recognition for those things. But the plot did not capture me. The villain, again, is another thing, did not capture me. I don't hate this film. There are worse ones, but there are much better ones in my mind. So I'll throw it at C.
Also, to add on before anybody else goes, like we got Star Fox and Leprechaun in space, man. Like, god damn it, man. That was
Fuck!
Oh yeah, I
Just want to see
forgot.
him again. Just do
I
anything.
so much I want to do with that. Like that's a whole like. Again, if people are deep fans, like Star Fox, and I think even the Leprechaun are like Avengers members in the '80s, and it's just like that would have been a whole different dynamic. I would have wished to see in the MCU, but
I think this one's fine. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I think it's got a really excellent cast. I think it's one of the best looking MCU movies.
Yeah.
But man, that story is just not all that engaging. And it's very, I'm not going to say disingenuous, but it's just very disjointed with the rest of the MCU in that, oh, we're the Eternals. We witness all this shit going on in humanity. but we are obligated not to intervene. Sorry, half your fucking universe gets wiped out. It's like,
Yeah.
that's a little, that's kind of like a, I don't know. Like, I just think that there you could have done a lot of other interesting things with these characters, but I also think that when it comes to Marvel characters in general, the Eternals are on like the lowest of low of the rung, you know?
Yeah.
Like I think
Yeah.
just on the whole, and even then, like, you know, I did a little bit of research and I read a little bit of Eternals before watching this movie, and what they did with the Deviants was just so fucking wasteful in a way, because the Deviants are supposed to be the antithesis of the Eternals, and in the movie they're, you know, it's just one deviant. His name is Crow, and he's just this big fucking scrollish monster, and it's just like, okay, what the fuck ever.
Yeah.
It just felt very ambitious and almost too big for its britches. So I think I would probably put it at like probably a fair C for me personally.
When you look at the comic Eternals too, it's like they are assholes. Like, why would you want to root for them?
I know, right? Like,
Yeah.
Would you
I don't know.
Phil? Would you have liked the plot better instead of them being there already? What if they would have been awakened because of what happened with Thanos?
that
I
would have been,
I would have liked
Yeah.
that. I
that would have been
yeah.
excellent, but I also really would have liked if you saw them interact with other characters throughout time, and actually more specifically, the whole Mount Vesuvius thing. There was an ample opportunity there to fucking have Loki show up, and he didn't. That was
Yep.
bullshit.
Yeah.
That was fucking
Like,
bullshit.
it doesn't help that this movie is like the end of the world. We gotta save them from the deviants.
Or I would have also really liked when they were showing the Eternals through time, like, show us what Wakanda looked like back in the day.
That would have been
Yeah.
cool. That would've
Wakanda,
been cool.
Asgard, you know, whatever the fuck.
That would have been
Fuck,
Yeah.
even what's the place in Shang-Chi?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
Valley of Spirits.
yes, I think
Yeah.
so.
I forgot the actual
Yeah.
name, but yeah.
Like,
like,
it doesn't help
you know-
that this movie has an end of the world like plot after
Yeah.
Endgame, and like that's one
Yeah.
thing like
That too.
you
Right.
can't do back to back end of the world stuff
a
because the
lot of
stakes
Phase
are no
4
longer
was
there.
doing a lot of like end of the world stuff.
And
was
yet
like,
we didn't get an
Yeah.
Avengers movie.
Also,
Yeah.
like, I would have really just liked a scene with like Fastos, like showing the development of the nuclear weapon with, say, someone like, you know, fucking Hank Pym or Howard Stark or
Yeah.
someone in the MC. Like,
Reed Richards.
we're told all the time, like, yeah, these characters watching a whole bunch of shit happen, and it's like, well, here's the fun stuff of the MCU. Who fucking shows up? Hardly anyone fucking shows up in this movie, except at the end when we get fucking Harry fucking Styles, and it's like, oh, that's Thanos' brother. Woohoo! I don't know, man. Like, I just felt like this movie was a pretty big missed opportunity, but it is also equally pretty awesome for a lot of different reasons. But that's just me.
Omega.
Omega, you're up, man.
Honestly, didn't see the movie. Don't really care. No opinion.
short, simple, to the point. Love it.
F.
You know, I'll be
Didn't
honest
see
with you
it.
as well.
F.
I'll be honest with you as well. I've never seen this film,
Wow.
and to be honest with you, I don't give a flying monkeys about it.
God.
All right, well,
Wow,
Darren, it's on you
Yeah.
because we stuck between like B and the C right now.
Hey Phil, check DMs.
I think Phil. Hold on there. I think Phil described my thoughts a little bit better. Honestly, like, I think Phil said it because it's weird. It's weird when they say like, "Oh, we can't," and then the whole thing with them being robots the entire time, like, that kind of took me out of it. I'm like, wait, this is not what I know of the Eternals from the source material. Like, you're robots, and then finding that out, I'm like, all this time, and yeah, it's weird. It was weird. It was weird. It was weird. Okay, Darren.
I like this one. No, I mean, when I first saw it, I actually quite disliked it. Like, I remember thinking it was boring, it was whatever. But I rewatched it right before What If Season 3 because I knew they were going to have a couple episodes. And on a rewatch, and I feel like if you guys have only seen it once, I would actually say, like, give it another shot because I think on that second go around, I think when it came out, I don't think people were quite ready for a movie like that, right? I think it was like people were so ingrained to like what a Marvel movie is and was, and it's like, well, that's what it is. So when you separate from that a little bit, not to say that's what you guys think, but like when you separate from that, it was like, okay, that's something very different. I like a lot of the things it does. I think it's one of the prettiest MCU movies. I think production-wise, it looks brilliant. I want more movies like this where directors can kind of just give their vision that is separate from everything the main continuity is doing. Story's a little fuzzy, but like I love the characters and like the villain's a little iffy. But to me, it's a B.
So where are we gonna put this?
That's where I put it too.
We're in between B and C, so
Okay, everybody that says B, raise your hand. That's one. Okay, it's going in C.
Sorry, Ronan.
well, we couldn't even see if Rona raised his fucking hand or not.
Well,
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I figured I'm one of the
Okay, next is Groot. Actually,
I didn't even see this shit.
actually, I'm gonna do everybody a favor now.
Go ahead.
Now hold on.
I didn't see it. I didn't see Groot.
Yeah, Secret Wars was A-O.
Yeah.
Secret
The beginning had me.
I
The
think-
beginning
I
had
think-
me.
I think
Yep.
F stands for fell on its fucking face.
That's
Ben
the
Mendelsohn
thing,
is
though.
the MVP for that show, but fucking you kill Maria Hill? That's fucked up. That's
Yeah.
that's
F
stupid.
stands for fell on its fucking face.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I'm sitting here trying to figure out why does it look compressed. It's because I got both windows open. I didn't think it showed up like that on the stream.
God damn.
Oh, I'm slow. Everybody knows that. Let me make it wider. I know Jake likes a little girth.
Jesus Christ.
Lance, you want me to send you the picture I just sent Phil?
No, please no.
You won't do it.
Gore
You
says
won't
Secret
do it.
Invasion was hilariously bad. It was hilariously bad. Oh, but Groot. I never saw
liked-
Groot.
Neither did I.
You like Secret Invasion?
I
Same.
liked it at first. I liked those first couple episodes. Like I thought it was onto something, and then I've never seen a biggest fall off in my
Yeah.
life. Like episode 5, I was like,
Not
what are
even-
they doing here? And then episode 6
Should I-
crumbled.
Yeah,
Should I go on my rant, Darren and Taj?
No,
Y'all
we
don't
don't
have
have
to do
time.
it.
We have-
We do
Darren,
not have time for
We
that
have
today.
20 more. We have to
Darren.
keep going.
Right.
Darren,
Like,
not
yo,
even the Flash fell off that hard.
I actually agree with that. I don't think it's so.
Yeah.
Can't-
Okay,
can't
so
believe you
Groot.
mentioned
I
that.
never saw Groot, so I can't vote on it. I never seen
I
Groot.
didn't see it either. So
Do we need to
Have
have a
anybody
haven't
seen
seen
it?
category?
I didn't watch it.
I did.
yeah. So nobody's seen it. So
No,
I did.
I have
did.
seen it.
I have seen it as well.
how would you rank it? I guess your ranking is the only one that matters.
Who do you want to go first, Darren?
I mean, it's hard to rank it. Like they're like 5-minute little episodes of Groot doing shit. You know, like it's fun. I'd give it like a B in terms of just like there's nothing wrong with it, but there's also nothing to be like cinema peak, you know, whatever. Outside of, I do recommend watching the like final episode of season 1 because it's an adorable little moment of like Groot basically like trashes the whole place and like Rocket Raccoon's like, "What are you doing? We have to clean all this up." And he's like, Groot like hands him a photo of like their family. He's like, "Oh, this is very nice. I'm gonna put this on the fridge." Like it's a cute little like moments between like Groot and Rocket that holy shit. That's it's cute, but like it's fine.
For me, like I really enjoyed Groot both seasons, and Groot's just too adorable. Like
It has
in my
two
opinion,
seasons.
Yeah.
yeah, he has 2 seasons.
Also, an hour of content.
and-
No,
yeah,
each there's like they're like 3 minutes long, so like both seasons are like I don't know, maybe an hour.
yeah, it's about an hour of both seasons, but still, like Groot is too adorable, and the amount of mischief he does puts it in a B tier for me personally, because of the way you know Vin Diesel comes back into this role. I'm just like, yeah,
Watcher's in it
I guess
too.
I guess it's B tier then.
B tier. Okay, I'll put it in B.
I can't really say much.
Groot over Eternals is so funny to me.
Groot
Hey,
Captain
it's Groot.
America.
Okay, so we gotta move through these next ones. So Miss Marvel, I'm gonna say I enjoyed Miss Marvel. I'm gonna say A. I'm not gonna put it in S. I'm gonna say A. But I really enjoyed Miss Marvel. Like week to week, I was locked in.
Okay.
Like I love her. Not in that type of way, but you know what I mean. Like she's extremely underage, but you know what I mean.
What are you talking about? The actress like 22, 23.
I'm 32.
Listen,
And?
she's grown.
Hey, yeah, long,
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
long
no
as you're
difference
grown, who
than when you
cares? I
flirt
mean,
with
it's a
me.
bit weird.
It'd be one thing if she was like 18, 19, bro. But she in her
Yeah,
20s.
that's
You're fine.
Yeah,
Okay, and Darren, no, when I do it to you, it's special.
I
And
don't
on
want to
that note,
do
my
that.
D&D game is starting. I will catch y'all later.
See ya, buddy.
Yeah.
Lance,
Yeah.
I thought you were
Yeah, bro.
trying to not- I thought you were trying to not get the stream taken down.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
Um,
let's go because it's almost 7. We gotta hurry up.
I put it at.
Jesus.
I thought it was fine. I put it at. I don't even know where to put this shit. Fuck. I like the first couple of episodes. Like I thought how they was filming it was unique, but then after that I didn't care. Fuck. I guess C. Maybe B. I don't know.
I think B is a fair ground. What does everybody else think?
I put
B.
it-
I go S or A. It was a shock. I didn't like, again, you go into it, you're like, that's a kids, it's leading to kids. Like, no, I care for the Khan family, and to me, she's the future of the MCU, and they got really lucky with the casting of Mama Melania. So I go either S or A tier because the name, the costume, like that was magic.
So I'll agree with that. Like the whole, the casting of Mama Melania as Kamala Khan, and just like the nature that she brought to the series, I really thought worked. But the plot frustrated me at points, especially because like you look at the 6 episodes, it feels like 3 of them were made by one group and then another 3 were made by a different group, just because
that's
of
how I
how
feel.
the
I can
plot
see that.
switched around, and it doesn't feel like the two things go together. And that was at that point where they kept having to bring up the words mutant, and you would hear the fucking X-Men jingle every time somebody said it. But it was better than some other Disney Plus series, but I'll probably give it a B.
Okay.
I give it a B, but the highlight of the show is easily the partition, the showcase of the partition, and how important that was. I like the Khan family a lot.
I love that.
I really love the Khan family. I think Kamala Khan, in a way, is kind of like the new Spider-Man, but they have an easier time to move her character around because obviously there's no fucking rights bullshit being tied together with another studio. So there is that. Yeah, I'm going with B, maybe an A, but I'm pretty firm in my B, only because I feel like the antagonists were kind of like forgettable,
Okay, for me
So-
personally, sorry, go on.
Oh no, not my fault, Talati. I didn't even realize you didn't go. My bad. Go ahead.
No, that's all right. I was gonna give this one a B as well because, like, it's representation, and also to see Kamala's powers was really, really cool. So, and the fact that it was a miniseries instead of a full blown film, it was like, okay, that's something I can watch, and binge no problem. So that's why I would give it a B.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're putting Kamala firmly in B.
Yeah.
Did
B,
you go there?
It's fine. Great character,
Dang it!
kind of middle of the road show.
Lance,
fair.
you were just all
I'm
over the
sorry.
place.
Yeah.
So this is part 1 of our rankings so far, chat.